Hey everyone, this is Heather, the Starlight Priestess, and today we're going to be doing a 7-day reading. It's something that's a little different, especially the way I have done the layout this week. Real quick before I get into it, if you would like a private reading with me, the details will be in the description box below. And today I will also be using my Oracle card deck. It's a digital Oracle card deck. And if you'd like information on how you can download my deck or get a free trial to try it out, the details will also be in the description box. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What I've done is I've pre-drawn 7 kind of piles. I got a couple of extra cards on a couple of days. And so we're just going to go through. I have some energy oracle cards that we can add in if I want clarification. And then we also have my deck we'll be using as well. So let's get started. First cards are for Monday. We have cornucopia, adjacent possibilities, and blessings. So the energy that I'm getting for Monday is all about new possibilities, perhaps. So the word that's coming through is an invitation. So perhaps you're going to get an invitation to something. A new door might be opening, so maybe a job offer. Maybe there's an opportunity to change careers or an opportunity to try something new. Maybe a new friendship is beginning or a new relationship. But this energy is all about abundance and new beginnings. They're saying new beginnings. So something that's different, something that's changed. Maybe it's just a new way of thinking as well. Maybe you have a different perspective on something, and it's as simple as your perspective shifting, and now you're changing your energy. And a lot of times when we change our energy, when we kind of up level in our frequency, that's when new opportunities are coming to us and afforded to us. So it looks beautiful. Monday looks absolutely beautiful with blessings and opportunities and a cornucopia of abundance. Okay. Let me pull one more card. Actually, let's do my deck first. Okay, guides, what's coming up? What's an additional card for Monday? Okay, perfection. Okay, so the perfection card is all about not expecting perfection. It's not expecting things that don't resonate with you. So society has basically placed expectations on us. And a lot of our ideals, a lot of the ego ideals revolve around that perfection. But the perfection is not exactly there, it shouldn't be there for what society feels, ways that we are expected to be perfect based on society, because there's no real perfection. Perfection is in the eyes of the beholder. And so this is all about choosing a heart-guided path instead of a societal path. So something that may be coming to you tomorrow is going to be along the lines of what's perfect for you versus what you think is perfect for you. It's all about getting out of your expectations that don't align with your heart, that don't align with your soul. Okay, and this house, you have the blue and you have the red. I've always seen the heart as the window or as the gateway to the soul. And for me, I see the soul as a blue energy. And so I created this so you have this alignment between heart and soul, and that's your doorway. So this could be an opportunity that springs up because you choose a heart-based path, a soul-based path over ego, over something that is expected of you. That's the message that's coming through. And it could be something needs to fall away in order for you to see this opportunity. So it might be something that's changing. There might be something that occurs for some of you, not saying all, but for some of you, very limited. There might be something that you have to say no to in order for these new opportunities that are heart and soul based to actually show up in your life. Okay, so let's leave that where it is, and let's go ahead and move on to Tuesday. So we have envy and we have dragonfly. So the message that came through is that you are changing energy levels. You are upgrading your energy. And as you do so, the people in your life that are not also, or that are no longer in that energy field, are envious. They're jealous. So you might have someone on Tuesday that could, what they're showing me is someone who makes a comment to you. And it might be a degrading comment. And it's a comment that's made out of hurt, out of jealousy, because they see that you're doing so well and they're not. Or they see, you changing your energy and you becoming lighter and brighter, and they lash out because honestly, they don't even know why. Their frequency is just not able to keep up with yours. And it's just a change. It's a difference in frequency. And so they're kind of lashing out and they may not even know why. And so these could be, maybe if you're online, they're showing me like maybe online people as well. If you do something, like YouTube readings, or you have an Instagram account and you post something that's really fun or neat or something like that, and then you get hate for it. And it's not necessarily about you, and definitely don't take it personally. It's just about the change in energy and that envy for you're lightening yourself and others are kind of getting left behind. Okay, so let's see what comes up for Tuesday. What additional information? Grow. Just continue standing in your light. Okay, we see this right here. Look at how much light and sun and beautiful, and there's growth. And versus she's in here staying in the dark, staying in that lower frequency level. And you're changing, you're transforming, you're up leveling. Continue to stand in that light. Continue to be in your energy. Continue to, this is so difficult. And of course you get this terrible reflection of me in my sweatshirt, but okay, we'll try to roll with it. So you keep standing in your light. Don't worry about what people say. Just ignore it. Just keep going with your growth. Keep allowing yourself to stand in the light. You have this little plant in the sunlight. It's done so much work underground and inside, and now it's coming up into the light. And so keep standing in your light. Keep being the beautiful person that you are. Keep your energy clear and beautiful, and don't worry about anyone and what they say. Don't worry about anyone throwing you shade, throwing you, nasty comments. Just keep standing in your light. Keep staying positive. And just know that the comments that come your way, or the people who try to stand in your way, or the people that try to tear you down, are coming from a place of jealousy. They're coming from a place of envy. They're coming from a place of low vibration, and they're lashing out, and some of them may not even know why. So just keep doing what you do and being the beautiful, high energy person and soul that you are. Okay, let's see. Let's pull one more card. Let's pull one more card for Tuesday. What is it? A powerful move. Okay, I'll just kind of put it on top. Yeah, look at you. You're on top. You're on top. You found a place, and this little chess pieces. I don't know what the chess pieces are, but anyway, we'll just say this little piece right here is kind of falling down to the side. And so you're in a beautiful space right now. Go ahead and stay on top. Stay where you are. Be excited about your frequency. Be excited about the location you are in your life. That's a beautiful place to be. Okay, so let's move on to Wednesday. We have Woman Holding a Heart, Sanctuary, and Shape-shifting. Okay. These shape-shifting clouds shift, and with moisture and wind patterns, it's all water particles and dirt particles and everything like that. So they change and they shift. And it feels like you're having to shift and change. And she's holding a heart. Sometimes I see this as like holding a heart and being proud of who you are, or, showing off your heart. But right now I'm feeling that you might need to take a step back from people or situations. And it's interesting because we talk about shape-shifting, and then we have this butterfly, which is very, represents transformation. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon and transforms into this butterfly. And the shape-shifting is kind of about transformation and shifting. And it feels like, we talked about on Tuesday, you have these people and you're raising your vibration, and it kind of continues into Wednesday as far as raising your vibration and being in a higher energy field. And you might have to pull your heart back. Like you might have to take a step back from certain situations, or, for putting your love and putting your passion into certain people or certain situations, because they're in a different energy level. They're in a different frequency. They may be more toxic on the toxic side, and you don't want to be a part of that. So we have the sanctuary where, you kind of take a step back, you go inward, or you remove yourself from certain situations because you want to keep your energy higher. You don't need to be in that toxicity. And so you might need to, stay home or be a little hermit for a while. Something where you can kind of protect yourself, where you can think things through, where you can find a space that is pure and high vibrational. And so I'm not sure what's coming down for you. It's obviously going to be different for everyone. But you do have angelic protection. This 44 is really standing out. You do have angelic protection. So the situation, they're saying the situation is being worked out for you. Whatever situation might be abreast, the situation's being worked out for you. So you just might need to remove yourself. Don't worry about trying to find the answers or trying to heal the situation or trying to, whatever needs to be done, you don't need to do it. The universe is taking care of that. Your guides are taking care of that for you, okay? So just be in your space of high energy. Continue to be in that space. Continue to be in that higher frequency. So a place of joy, a place of love, a place of gratitude. Whatever that means to you, that's what you're being guided to step into on Wednesday. Get yourself out of the toxic and move to whatever space is going to keep you in a high vibrational energy. Let's see. Let's do, okay. Okay, let's get out of this. And, okay, for Wednesday, Judgment. This is a good one. So when people judge you, they're often judging themselves. You see this orange person, and when they look at you, they're not actually looking at the whole you. A lot of people, anyway, not everyone, but what they're doing is they're seeing a reflection of you, and they're projecting their fears and their places that they're lacking onto you. And a lot of times when we're in this higher vibrational space, people, we have this envy card, people will project what they're unhappy about in their life onto you. And so this may be the toxic situation that you're trying to seek sanctuary from on Wednesday. There might be someone who is putting their judgments and putting their fears and putting their issues on you. And that's not something that needs to be in your energy space, in your energy field. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Thursday. Okay, let's see. We have Door to Personal Healing and Happiness and Vision Quest. And with Vision Quest, it feels so barren, yet it feels so abundant here. And the energy that's coming through is that you need to co-create with the universe the abundance you want to have. So you have this kind of barren, it's all brown, it's barren, there's no water, there's life, but the life can be a little bit angry in the desert. As I know, I lived in Arizona for 15 years. But it's this feeling is this is the starting point. So you need to focus on what you want to create for yourself. You need to almost like write a checklist of everything you want in your life. So, if you want a family, okay, I want a spouse or a partner that's this, and this. I want this many children. Or I want to travel the world and be spouse free. I want this type of car. I want this type of house. I want this job. I want this amount of freedom. You are designing every aspect of your life. And that's after you've gone through this like higher frequency shift, moving up, it's creating this new life for yourself. And you are co-creating with the universe, so this is what has to be done. You have to co-create. It's like this blank slate that you are being asked to design. It's like starting from scratch. If you were building a house and you were the architect, what would you create for yourself? Where would you put your windows? Where would you put your bathroom? Would you have, a small kitchen? Would you have a huge kitchen? Maybe you don't cook. Maybe you cook all the time. So what are your needs? This is creating your future. Okay, so let's see what other card comes up for Thursday while my phone is still alive. Okay, let's see, we have Thursday. What's coming up? Addiction. Okay. So addiction often comes when we are trying to hide something, when we are trying to bury something, when we are trying to avoid something, especially emotions. You have like your chakras. They have holes in them, basically, voids. And we fill them with things that make us feel better, whether it's gambling or sex or alcohol or food or work or drugs or, shopping, whatever that might be. We fill these voids within us to help us deal with pain, with emptiness, with loneliness, everything like that. So another message is, as you're designing your life, where are these empty spaces in your life? Where do you feel holes? Where do you feel, do you feel loneliness? Do you have, like a lot of times, the fears related to security and money come out. And so sometimes we're workaholics to try to fill that hole of lack that we have. Or, we grew up really poor and didn't have enough to eat. So now we've become addicted to food because it feels that it fills that emotional void along with kind of filling up that energetic hole in our chakra. I'm not explaining this really well. My apologies. I'm not feeling well today, but anyway, I think you get the picture. So be careful as you're planning your life, as you're co-creating with the universe. What are you also wanting to create for yourself that will fill you in a healthy aspect? Okay? Avoiding things that are going to be more on the addictive side. So like maybe you're a workaholic now. Do you want to take that into your future? No, probably not. So how can you find a job or a way of living that helps you avoid those pitfalls? Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to pause my video because everything is super bright and my camera, it's like blowing out all of these. So I am going to take a small pause to fix my lighting situation. Okay, hopefully that helped. It looks a little better on the screen, but we'll see how that works. I don't know why it just kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter. It's a cloudy day here, and the outside has not changed at all. So anyway, we'll see how that works. Hopefully it's doing good, and we'll continue like that. Okay, so anyway, back to this with the Desert Quest and addiction and healing and happiness. Just focus on things, creating a future for yourself that is abundant in a healthy way. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't need to keep going. I probably prattled on about Thursday enough. Okay, Friday. What do we have for Friday? The world and ceremony. Oftentimes, this is about perspective, okay? This card is about looking at the lighter side when there's a darker side. But to me right now, what's coming through right now is seeing that there's always going to be light and dark, okay? So you have this ceremony she's doing. And you have the snake right here. And there's crystals. What it's feeling like to me is that there's temptation. There's some kind of temptation coming in on Friday. And it's recognizing that darkness for what it is, but choosing the light. And see, she has all sorts of stuff around her, distraction. And it's not necessarily bad. And, you know, we just had that addiction stuff. It might be related to those addictions. So maybe you have your friends ask you to go out and you've been working on staying away from alcohol. And your friends are saying, hey, let's all go out to a bar. And so it's all about choosing to stay in your light. You know, maybe you can go out to the bar with your friends and not drink, and that's totally fine. So it's all about staying in your high vibration, staying in the light. See, she has light kind of coming down from above and coming within her, and she's working with the crystals, and she's choosing to stay in her light, even though there's there's dark shadows and stuff around her and temptations. It's making the choice to stay in your light, making the choice to stay in your high vibration. So for this one, let's take this Friday card, okay? What's another message for Friday, guides? Two. Two popped out. Okay. Quieting the mind and roots of abundance. What number is that? That's 29. We have 2 and we have 32. It's interesting. We have this little red crystal down here, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not. But I had mentioned, we in that addiction card that I pulled for Thursday, I was talking about the root chakra. The root chakra is what stuck out to me. And then we have all these butterflies up here. And it feels like this choice, this decision of you staying in your higher energy is kind of revolving around the root chakra. So maybe it's relating to security, relating to being grounded in the now. Maybe you haven't had a lot of physical security all your life, or maybe you've moved around a lot. Maybe you've lived in scarcity, a lot of situations of scarcity. And so the choice that you're making, or not necessarily the opportunity, but the distraction or the temptation that comes up on Friday is based on those situations of scarcity and lack that you have encountered in your life. So I mentioned going out with friends, but I'm also seeing like a work situation where it's actually not even great. It's like a boss or a supervisor or someone is saying, we have this position for you, but it's not a good fit. But you feel that you need to take it, number one, to maybe to keep your position in the company, or because it might be kind of an ultimatum situation, like you have to be I was about to say promoted. So maybe for some of you it is a promotion, but it's not beneficial. Or maybe they're moving you to another division or something else, and you kind of feel like you don't have a choice. That's the situation that's popping into my head. So this might be very specific for some of you. But quieting the mind is the key to work through this situation. What is really beneficial to you? What is in your heart? What is in your soul? Don't make the choice out of fear. Don't make the choice out of, I have to take this, or I have to do this because I'll get fired, or because, I don't have enough money, or something like that. If it doesn't resonate with you, there's a reason why. So just think about that as we come into Friday. As you come into Friday, okay? Get clear. As you see, like this picture is like making me think of the guides and the divine, and really just connecting with the divine to figure out what is best for you, what is right, and recognizing that. We talked about recognizing this, seeing the choice, or seeing the negative, or seeing the lower energy side of things for what it is, but then still choosing to stay in the light. That's going to be a decision for you for Friday. Okay, let's move on to Saturday. This is absolutely crazy to me. I nearly choked as I pulled this card. But you have storm warning and a tsunami on the exact same day. That is definitely divine. I pulled these from 2 different decks, random shuffling, and here they are. So very strong message that something is coming in for a shakeup on Saturday. And it might be related to, this thing that came up on Friday. Maybe it's related to that. Maybe it's related to the envy that you saw earlier on in the week, and you're having to move away from people or situations. Okay, I want to pull another card, maybe another couple for this day, because this is kind of wild. So, maybe you have an argument with your spouse about something. Maybe you have an argument with a friend and you have to say, okay, I have to be by myself for a while. Okay, guys, what's coming up? Can you explain this storm warning and the wake-up call a little bit more? Can we get some clarification for these two cards? What is coming up? Okay. The Royal You in perfect harmony. Perfect harmony is all about, they're saying, okay, so it's about being in perfect harmony with the universe, but the word that my guides are saying is synchronicity. These things are happening. They're basically divine interventions. Whatever is happening is divine. And that is meant to put you in energetic harmony with where you need to be. And I didn't even want to say, I was thinking about saying the universe, but my guides clarified as I was saying it. It's all about putting you in resonance with where you need to be, with your frequency. We had a lot of these beautiful blessings came in at the beginning of the week, and great energy, and all the way through, the energy that's coming through, the messages were about keeping you in this high frequency, and that's what's happening here. It's like another aspect of this higher vibration path that you're on is coming through on Saturday, and the shakeup that's going to come through is to loosen up things that need to go or that need to change. It may not be things that need to follow. If you have an argument with your spouse, maybe it's not about, just leaving your spouse or leaving the marriage. Maybe it's just about your thinking patterns or how you react to certain situations or how you see the relationship or how you see yourself, and your partner is mirroring that to you, and you realize, okay, I need to change the way I see myself, because people react to us based on the energy that we put out. So if we feel that we're bad people, we're going to create more of the universe is going to mirror that back to us. So we think we're terrible people. The universe is going to bring into our life situations that prove that we're a terrible person. And the same with, feeling that we're worthless. If we feel that we're worthless and we're putting that energy out to the universe time and time again, the universe is going to create situations that proves to us that we are worthless. And so this situation could be just an internal tsunami, an internal tornado, to get us to change the way we think. Because if we're going to create this beautiful life for ourselves, if we're going to match frequencies with all of these opportunities over here, we have to get rid of the internal energies that are keeping us from manifesting that. I, for one, have terrible views of myself, and I have been working on that for years. And the universe is constantly giving me situations that remind me, okay, I can't think this way about myself, because this is what I'm creating for myself. And so it could be as simple as that, is you're changing your internal outlook on yourself. You're changing your internal talk, your self-talk. That could be the situation coming Saturday. Okay, but you have this yellow, so this, a lot of times this represents the solar plexus chakra right here. I know it's toward the end of the picture, and I apologize. I should probably move all these cards up. But so it could be something very much about how you see yourself, how good of a person you think you are, how amazing you have to learn to realize you are. Okay, this also is a crown, and a lot of times it'll come through as the crown chakra, whereas you're connecting with the divine. So you might have, another thing my guides are showing me is that you have incoming downloads that you have been rationalizing and saying, okay, this is my thoughts, or this doesn't make sense, so I'm just going to put it out of my mind. But it's actually messages from the universe, and they're trying to get information to you for who knows what, but maybe something occurs And with the synchronicity, and you can't ignore it anymore. You know, it's almost like these two cards came out, Storm Warning and Tsunami. I mean, that is just such a random thing to occur. Number one, that I chose these two decks. Number two, out of all of the cards that I pulled, these two lined up together on the same day. These are synchronicities that you're like, I can't ignore that because the probability is so wild. So something like that occurring for you on Saturday to make you think, okay, this synchronicity is so wild and so random, I can't ignore it. I have to pay attention to this. Okay, what does it mean? So all sorts of possibilities here, but it's all about, Saturday is all about a shakeup, getting you to wake up, getting you to pay attention, getting you to rid yourself of things that keep you in a lower vibrational energy. Okay, I think I have talked about this probably enough. So let's move on to Sunday. Okay, Sunday we have caring connections and spring equinox, rebirth. So this feels very beautiful, very loving. Here she has her rabbit companion. Spring is all about, you know, rebirth, new things growing. And we have love here. And 14 is an angel number. And I just feel this deep love and caring, compassionate, healing energy that's coming through. So, you know, maybe if something happened on Saturday, once you get to Sunday, you lean into those caring connections that you have with friends, with family, with your spouse, with your children, and you just let those relationships, you let that love heal you. You lean into that love. So let's draw another card for Sunday and see what comes up. But I feel a lot of love here, a lot of caring, kind of passion, but not like sexual passion, but like caring passion. People that you're passionate for, people that are passionate for you, let them love you, let them heal you. That's definitely, okay, this card was, it is what it is. My card's always kind of, oh, okay. Something might have occurred. I'm not sure whether it could be Saturday or, you know, earlier in the week, or something comes up that something is closed off to you, and it kind of feels like a letdown, but it's protection. Your guides are protecting you from something. So maybe there's a no. You found out something is a no, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, anything else for Sunday, guys? Anything else for Sunday? It just feels like leave it be. Okay, this card, oh, those two cards, wild. Okay. Opening to discovery, body and soul. I'm not sure if you can even see that card. Okay. Opening to discovery. There's a new path. So if something has closed off for you, maybe this was what happened on Saturday, but if something closes off to you this week, or you get news that something is a no, that something is blocked, it is for a reason. It is to protect you because there's something better. Okay, opening to discovery. We have this door, we have this key. You know, it's funny because we have this key right here. Back here on Tuesday, we have this key going in. And then there was another one, the roots of abundance. You have the key down here. You have the lock all the way at the top of the tree. But you have the key down here. And so you have this. It's closer. It's like, it's not quite there yet, but it's coming. There's a new path opening to you. There's something totally different in your path. But what you're being asked to do, body and soul, is like embrace the love. Go into your heart. Go into your body. Don't worry about what's going on in your external environment, because it feels like things are still shaping up. Thursday we talked about creating your vision for what you want your life to look like. And we had the vision quest and the door to personal healing and happiness. And it feels like these other things, like making the choices and the storm warning coming in with a shakeup, is all part of you creating this new life for yourself. And it's not quite ready yet, but other things are being blocked because of what you want. What more aligns with your heart? What more aligns with your soul versus the expectations? And so it's all about being in the present, accepting the love of your loved ones. Maybe go back out into nature to commune with nature and be at peace. But it's about being in your body, being in the now, just being, and finding a state of peace and a state of happiness where you're at. Knowing that there's more coming. Even if something is a no, even if something is blocked from you, that is for your highest good. Okay. Whew. That's it. There's nothing. Okay. There's nothing more. I've had just vomitous words coming into my head, and then that's just it. So I think that's where they want me to leave the reading. So here we are, the next 7 days. I hope this reading made sense, and I really hope it aligns with you. I really hope it resonates and everything makes sense for everyone. If it does, if it resonated, or if something stands out to you, please let me know in the comments. If you go through the week and something was exactly on point, please come back and let me know. It always makes me feel good to be able to be of help to everyone. If you like the reading, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more of my readings, hit that subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you get notifications when I put out new content. I am sending you so much love, everyone, for the week, and hopefully you have a beautiful week, and I will see you back here soon for more readings.